Everybody, welcome back. We are in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul here at the site of the 2023 World Series. We had a little bit of a schedule change, and the B game that we thought we would have in the last hour is now going to be played in this hour, and it will feature from Austin, the Austin Cubs, and from Long Beach, the Long Beach Ufakas in a B Division elimination game here on this Friday afternoon. Rich Siegel along with Dr. Joel Tremblay, and we're so happy that you're with us here at the 2023 World Series. We have a near perfect weather day. It's gotten a little warmer here as we saw some really cooler weather earlier in the week, but the dew point and the humidity are low, so it's comfortable, albeit though, Joel, with a little bit of this wind that has kicked up a lot of the dust. We may not have as much of the dust now as they scrape the field.
Yes, that was very nice of them. I think that will save us for at least a few minutes here. It has been a windy day here, wind blowing kind of right in on us, directly in from the left field line. And so balls hit to the outfield have generally been held up in the left-hand side and maybe blown towards the foul line on the right-hand side. So one of our umpires, Roderick King, coming over to talk with us and check with us. They've been very friendly in helping us make sure that we have the score correct for you and the inning correct for you.
All right, they have just announced that time has started. This will be the top of the first. The Cubs are the visiting team. They won an earlier game today against the Los Angeles, the team that we saw, the Tricky Sticks, hold on.
Yeah, so we have the full schedule here, so I can run this down quickly for you. In pool play on Tuesday and Wednesday, the Cubs tied the Tricky Sticks 17-17. Beat the Booze Hounds from Palm Springs 19-4, beat the Twin Cities here in Minnesota Spikes 24-6, and beat the Seattle Badgers B team 25-3. Then in tournament play, they just beat the Seattle Revolution 25-24, and then lost to the Twin Cities Mod Squad 21-19 for their first loss in the double elimination tournament. This morning they did, as I think we're about to say, they already beat the LA Tricky Sticks 13-9, and so now playing these Long Beach Ufaka. And the Long Beach Ufaka is the home team because they are the number 2 seed, whereas the Cubs are the number 3 seed. And we will run you down the same list of Ufaka games in a little bit here. But we're going to talk about, this is B softball. So if you were watching our last 2 broadcasts, that was Masters C. Some great ball, but not as good, usually not as hard hit. And so earlier this morning on a B game, we did see some balls go over the fence. We did see some balls make it through the wind. We haven't, but we might again. You may see some balls going over the outfielders because these folks can hit.
And in the B division, the maximum number of home runs that you could hit is 3. It starts with 5 in A, 3 with B, 1 with C and Master C, and in the other 3 divisions, D, Masters D, and E, no home runs are allowed. And if they hit 3 and then hit a 4th, it is an inning-ending out. We are set to go, and Eric Stryker will lead off here for Austin in the top of the first inning. Stryker, Dallas Reed, and Mike Miller will be the first 3 batters in the Austin order, and the next delivery is ball 3.
So for viewers who weren't with us earlier, in this league you do start with a 1-1 count. So 1 ball and 1 strike. There have been 2 balls thrown, 1 short, 1 long. And that one was right down the pipe in the middle.
And so it's a strike, and it's 3-2. Protecting the plate, he goes opposite field, down the left field line, fair. The left fielder is coming up with the ball now, but it'll be a leadoff double for Eric Stryker, and that's how the ball game starts.
That ball was smoked. It was curling the whole way, but managed to stay in the field of play. Fair ball, double.
Shortstop Dallas Reed will be the batter. Dallas from the city of Dallas. And the first pitch to him, he swings, it goes after the first one and grounds one to second. The play is to first in time, and that's the first out. And Stryker will hold at second base.
Nice play by the second base person over there. They checked the runner at 2. Runner did not advance, then managed to get the out.
Mike Miller, the second baseman, takes the strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he swings and chops one to the third baseman. They'll play on to first base. The out is made, and still no advance. The runner at second, Stryker, could not advance to third base because the ball was hit to the left side of the infield. So after the leadoff double, The next two batters hit the first pitch, both make an out, and the batter is Kyle Clow, the first baseman. And the first pitch to him. He takes a ball. The count is 2 balls and a strike. And that pitch is a strike called. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a fly ball head out into shallow left field. They're giving chase. Left field, center field, and left center all converge on the ball, and they miss catching it, so it's a single. Striker scores. An RBI for Kyle Cloud, and it is 1-0, and it brings up Alex Makeley, the left fielder.
And again, on another day, that ball might have carried out there to left center field, but today it's going to come down shorter than you might have thought. These fielders will have to get used to the wind on this field.
And the first pitch to Makeley is a strike called. Nope, he called it a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and fouled back behind the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. One nothing our score early on here in the top of the first inning in this B game. That pitch is very high. Had a lot of carry on it from the wind. Next one. Swung on and lined into left center field. That ball is down. It one hops to the fence. Cloud will score, and Makeley in the second base with a double. It's 2-0.
And that is that B division power we were talking about. That ball, no wind was going to hold up that ball. In fact, if the wind did anything, it kept it in the park.
Here is Chris Bogan. He is the manager of this team. He plays right center field, and he takes the first pitch for a ball.
Looking at his jersey, he is apparently the trophy cub of this team.
He is indeed, and this one is hit to the shortstop. Off his glove and into shallow center field. There'll be no play. There is an overthrow at first base. The ball recovered by the first baseman, and Makeley scores, and here comes the dust. It'll go as a single. Bogan held at first base. There will be an error on the shortstop for the throw that allows Makeley to score. Bogan will be pinch run for. The courtesy runner at first base will be Mike Miller, and the batter will be Drew Myers, the left center fielder. And the first pitch is a ball. That pitch deemed illegal. The left arm went out. The count is 3-1. And that pitch is a strike behind the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and this pitch is hit in the air, foul down the left field line and over the left fence.
I can't quite see from our angle. It might be better from the camera angle that the folks are watching from on Naga's YouTube or Facebook pages. But it looks like this pitcher has a little backspin. His hand comes under the ball, so it should be moving inside to those right-handed hitters.
Fly ball out into left field. The catch is made. Myers is out on the fly ball to left field, and the inning is over. 3 runs do score for Austin in the top of the first inning. And we go to the bottom of the first. It is Austin Cubs 3, Long Beach Ufalka coming to bat here on the Cloud Sports Network.
All right, we will take a moment here as we turn things over in the middle of the first inning to talk about one of our sponsors. One of our sponsors today, who you may have heard earlier if you're watching the broadcast, is Cintas. Cintas is once again supporting the Gay Softball World Series by donating first aid kits. Cintas works with businesses that care about their people and their impact. We're by your side helping you achieve your best every day across workwear and apparel, facilities, first aid and safety, fire protection, and beyond.
All right. Ball's in play here, according to home plate umpire Rodney King. He's from St. Pete. He's asked me to make that designation. His umpire mate is A.J. Monkus from Atlanta. Kraus will lead off for Long Beach here in the bottom of the first inning. His team is trailing 3-0 to the Austin Cubs. David Brannick on the pitcher's mound for Austin. The catcher is Craig Tilley. And the pitch is a ball. Next one is a ball. So it's a leadoff walk for Kraus, and will bring up Iglesias. Iglesias wears number 15. The on-deck batter will be the pitcher, Solana.
It is not an easy day to pitch here with this gusting wind. Something that crossed the plate the first time you throw it when you adjust it might do something totally different the next pitch.
First pitch is a ball, so he has not yet thrown a strike. He wears a helmet. The next one is another ball. The count is 3 balls and a strike.
Gotta think he's got a red light here with 5 balls in a row.
And he walks him. Solano, the pitcher, will be the batter. He may, quote, end quote, sympathize with his fellow pitcher out there right now, having trouble finding the strike zone. And the first pitch to him is low. 7 straight out of the strike zone. Here's the next one. That is a strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. And the pitch is high in the air to deep right center field. Right fielder gives chase, makes the catch. That striker, that is out number 1, but on the play, Kraus moves to third and Iglesias moves to second, and that'll bring up Tenardino.
Be interesting to see how he pitches Tenardino. He does have a base open. He might try to pitch around him a little bit.
And the first pitch is a strike called on the inside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. And there is a fly ball. That'll stay in the park. I'm losing sight of the ball because of the first base dugout being in our line of sight.
Looks like the catch was made and the runners advanced deep enough to get the run in, and Ufaka is on the board.
So Kraus does score to make it 3-1, and on the play Iglesias to third. And that'll bring up Meccano with Reynosa on deck in the first pitch. He swings and grounds one foul down the first baseline, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is 3-1 as we play here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner at third base for Long Beach. Rannick's pitch. He takes a ball inside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So after starting out with 2 walks, he has settled down. And the 2-2 swung on and lined up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Iglesias will come across with the second run of the inning and the game for Long Beach. It is 3-2 on the base hit by Meccano. There are 2 outs, 1 on, and Reynosa the batter. That's from the right side.
Pitching plate should be the same distance from the home plate on every field, and yet every time you step out there, you feel like you got to get used to it again.
Pitches on the plate, on the front of the plate for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. And the next delivery, he takes a ball high and outside. It looked like to me ball 3, 3 balls and 1 strike. The next one on the plate. So the third walk in the inning issued by Brannigan on the walk. Meccano will move to second base, and that'll bring up Marquez. He wears number 31. Runners at first and second. 2 runs have scored here in the bottom of the first, and the first pitch is hit in the air to deep left center field. That ball's got some carry, and that ball is out of here for a 3-run homer.
As you mentioned, limited number of home runs, so you want to hit them with runners on base. That's a good one to bring in 3. And just like that, Ufaka in the lead in this game, 5-3.
And that'll bring up Kim. He takes the first pitch for a strike. There's a fly ball hit into left field. It will stay in the park. Left fielder comes up. That's Makeley, and he makes the catch, and the inning is over. But those 2 walks were killer, and so was the third walk. Each of the walks scored 5-run score here in the bottom of the first inning for the Long Beach Ufaka. We go to the top of the second. Here on Field 3 at Lac Lavon Park, the score, the Long Beach Ufaka 5 and the Austin Cubs 3 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we'll take a moment to talk about another sponsor. World Wrestling Entertainment, or WWE, is proud to be partnering with the GSWS for the second consecutive year. Founded in 1953, WWE is a global integrated media and entertainment company. Among its many contributions over the past 2 years, WWE offered complimentary tickets to local Naga softball players throughout Pride Month.
Wes Anderson, the third baseman, David Brannick and Craig Tilley will all bat for the Cubs here in the second inning.
Wes Anderson, apparently your Astro Cub. Be very curious to know what all these names mean.
He's a huge Astros fan.
I didn't realize his first name was Wes, and I thought you were going to talk about a movie.
Wes is in the Austin. He plays in the Austin League, but he hails from Louisville. He swings and grounds one up the middle and on into center field for a leadoff single.
We've mentioned this in a few of our other broadcasts, but there is no halo, there is no block up the middle. You can hit it wherever you want to, and the middle's a great place.
David Brannick will be the batter. Will try to help his own cause. Had a little rough bottom of the first inning. But I suppose if you're going to have it early. First pitch to him. Ball on the plate. The on-deck hitter is Craig Tilley. That'll be the last batter in the batting order. Brannick swings and he lines one into right field, went opposite field for a base hit. Wes Anderson looked to the outfield to see where the ball was and decided just to hold at second base, station to station. No reason to try to take an extra base here and risk an out with nobody out.
Talks a little bit about the hitting being better in this B League. So is the throwing. There are some arms out there that can surely get you out at second from deep in the outfield.
Craig Tilley bounces one to the second baseman. On to short for one. Play to first is not in time. So it's 4-6 on the putout. Second to short. Fielder's choice 4 will put Tilley at first base. Anderson moves to third. We head back to the top of the order, and Eric Straker, who hit one down the left field line for a leadoff double, and he scored the Austin Cubs' first run of the game. Has an open stance, and he swings and goes opposite field again into left field for a base hit. Anderson scores. Well, he did make it to third, and on this play, Tilley on to third and Straker to second on the throw. So it's 5-4.
Solid hit, good play by Stryker to get in there at second.
So he has a pair of doubles, a run scored, and an RBI. Here's Dallas Reed, who bounced to the second baseman. And again, he hits the first pitch to the right side, but this one threw for a hit. Tilley scores, Straker coming home, the throw into second base, and another 2-run single.
And Reed helps the Cubs take back the lead at 6-5.
Six to 5, 1 out. Mike Miller, the batter. First pitch. A ball. Solano's pitch is a ball. And the next one, he lines one into left center field, but right to the left center fielder. We don't have field positions. They were not given to us by the Ufaka lineup sheet, so we can only tell you where the ball is being hit, and we'll try to get position for you as soon as we can. Anyway, that is out number 2, and we'll bring up Kyle Clow. Clow singled and scored a run. He also drove in a run in the first inning. First pitch to him. He swings and hits one high and deep to left center field, but not deep enough. It'll stay in the park, and the catch is made. 3 more runs scored, though, in the top of the second for the Austin Cubs. And we go to the bottom of the second. Our new score is the Austin Cubs 6 and the Long Beach Ufaka 5 here on the Cloud Sports Network. It'll be, go ahead. It looks like Rice Briseño, and Rodriguez will bat in the bottom of the second inning.
Major League Baseball is also a proud partner of the NAGA 2023 Gay Softball World Series. Major League Baseball is committed to ensuring that we have a welcoming and inclusive culture where everyone's voice matters and where people of all races, ethnicities, genders, gender identities, sexual orientations, ages, religions, disabilities, and viewpoints can thrive.
First pitch is a strike called, and the next one swung on and bounced out of the short. First pitch to Briseño is a ball. Oh, a strike.
Briseño, well known to many of us in San Diego, comes down and plays in our area frequently.
Braddock's pitch, swung on, hit foul down the left side. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. The courtesy foul has been used. If he hits another foul ball, it's an automatic out. 6-5. You're welcome. And here's the next one. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Reed with a good play. Flips to second for 1. The ball is dropped, and then the recovery made. It
was a hard hit ball. It was actually a really good scoop by the shortstop at all.
Yes.
So getting over to second for 1 out. Not going to get the double play there. Briseño fairly speedy.
That's right. And here is Rodriguez. He is the last batter in the batting order. Kraus will move out on deck. A runner at first base, 1 out, 6-5 the Cubs over the Ufakas. Fly ball down the right field line, and it is slicing foul. One ball, 2 strikes. If you are new to gay softball, in this tournament, they will start with a 1-1 count. The next pitch is just outside, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here is Braddock's pitch, and that is bounced to third. Anderson on the hop. Over to second for 1. Throw to first. Double play, got them both! Anderson on the true hop to Miller to Clow. And that ends the second inning. A double play ends the inning, and we go to the top of the third. And our new score, or our score remains, the Austin Cubs 6 and the Long Beach Ufaka 5 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
Chosen family is just someone that can help you become the best you.
Chosen family means love. No judgment. No judgment.
Having someone to support that dream of yours is amazing.
Equality means to not take apart what's different about each other. It means acceptance.
I'm living my truth.
I'm living my truth
with my chosen family.
Plural, actually.
It is a plural. That's an S.
IES. Oh, okay. All right.
Alex Makeley will lead off here in the top of the third, and while you watch the action here on Field 3, we're going to take this opportunity to interview someone who I've known in NAGA for many, many years and who I must tell you absolutely adore. Rick Toomey joins us. He is here working on behalf of NAGA, but representing his company, Watts Water Technologies. Tell us a little bit about Watts Water Technologies.
Well, thanks, Rich, for having me first. Watts Water Technologies provides water solutions for almost anything. Backflow valves, and my division in particular is wireless water leak detection systems.
What have you done as part of Watts Water to make this tournament a better tournament?
Well,
because I love it. I love what you folks are doing.
Well, thank you very much. A little bit of a long story. So after the George Floyd murder, Bob Pagano, our CEO, empowered us to form employee resource groups. So we formed a number of groups, beginning with Black Matters, Pride Matters, which is for the LGBTQ plus community, Vet Matters, Tech Matters, Women at Watts, and Latinos at Watts.
That's a lot.
There are. And a number of people in the company are involved. Myself, I'm involved in Pride Matters, as you might assume.
Right.
Once joining that group, I started to look for ways where I could support the softball organization that I have loved and been part of for over 20 years. So what we decided to do was do something with water that would benefit our community. What we decided to do was sponsor Quench Buddy. Now, Rich, Quench Buggy is the water provider for all of the complexes here. It is a sustainable solution which eliminates plastic waste.
Oh my gosh, I fell in love with that when I heard about it. So
Right.
talk a little more about it.
Sure. So rather than provide individual water bottles for players in the dugouts, what we do is provide a cart which provides filtered, chilled water for the players. And Watts' donation to Naga, a very generous $7,500, provided that solution for the tournament. So we've eliminated waste. We provide chilled filtered water for all the players here at the tournament. It's been extremely popular, really embraced by the players, and of course eliminates, probably about 10,000 plastic water bottles that we would have thrown out.
I could not tell you when I first heard that. It's like, that is one of the neatest things, one of the greatest going green concepts that I have ever heard of. We have a run about to score on a base hit by Wes Anderson, and so it is now 7-5 for the Austin Cubs. How does the system actually work? Are you hooked into a line? Does it constantly need to be filled with ice? How does it work?
Well, so there's basically a chiller inside a tank, and this is a Quench Buggy system that does this.
Okay.
But it's a chiller inside a tank that uses a common water supply that's provided by the facility. It goes through the filter, it's chilled, and then there are a number of spigots that provide the water for the players. There's also fountains if somebody just wants to take a drink individually. But again, Watts' donation was a big part in helping Naga provide this solution for the players and everybody at the facility.
I have to ask, what kind of response are you getting from the people that are here?
Oh my gosh, more than extremely positive, for two reasons. One is that it's chilled water. They can use a container that was provided by the tournament team to fill up. I would love it, frankly, if my organization would provide those individual bottles for the players next year, and I'm going to work with my company to try to do that. But response has been extremely positive. We've saved tens of thousands of bottles of plastic waste, and people are just loving it. And aside from that, there's much less trash to clean up at the end of the tournament.
Is this the first tournament that you have used this system at?
Yes.
So this is the genesis.
This is the genesis of it. And we hope to continue to do this for the rest of the tournaments that Naga runs, the next one being Naga Cup next year being held in Houston.
So I don't have far to travel from Austin to go to a Naga Cup next year.
That's right.
But you'll be there.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Now, that's that part of you, but you have an instrumental role here as far as the softball goes. You have 10,000 caps on your player, and you have, I've always considered you to be the technological expert that keeps things moving out at the field.
Well, thank you, Rich.
Tell us a little bit about your role in that capacity.
Sure. This is something that's developed over time. Again, I mentioned earlier that I've been part of the organization for about 20 years. I started as a commissioner in the Beantown Softball League, and I was part of the council. Then was asked to be an audit chair. I don't have a background in finance, but I think I have some common sense, and that's when we started to apply a lot of common sense rules to finance in the organization. I then served as finance chair for a number of years, ethics chair for a number of years. I was on the board for 2 years as member at large. And now my current role is operations chair. So I report to Ron Frank, who is the operations director for Naga, and we handle a lot of the technical support for the tournaments. So say, for example, protest technology that is at each field at the host hotel. In addition to that, also the meeting setups where we use wireless microphones that are RF technologies, set up projectors, set up side meetings for the teams and so forth. But a lot of, and also a catch-all for almost anything else that goes on at these fields.
Are you the man who is, we're about to have Ufaka score a run here and a triple by Iglesias, are you the one who is responsible for making the registration process so much easier and with far less paper? When I was helping at registration on Monday, it was like, here's your QR code on a cell phone. You take a picture of it, and the person is registered. Are you responsible for that?
I was not responsible for it. I can't possibly take credit for it. But Andy, there were a number of people that started that. A former commissioner, Jeff Card, actually was the first one that created a system that was paperless to check in, and that was advanced by Michael Carroll, and then now it's in the hands of Andy Rock, who is our IT committee chairperson. And Andy is working with the board to create the next version of this wireless, paperless system that will continue kind of what has been done. But that is really almost like checking into an airline flight. It's just show a boarding pass, to the event, get scanned, and then you're in for a big ride.
That's wonderful. And in all of that, with all of that, you still find time to play for the Hearts of Fury.
The Hearts of Fury, which
division
is in Masters C. So it's the over 50 crowd, but we're still good. We're maybe just a little bit slower, and we can't throw as far. But we still care and are very passionate about the game and want to compete. And it is it's amazing. I've been playing Masters since 2019, and I hope to play for at least another 5, 10, maybe even 15 more years.
Is your team still alive?
Unfortunately not. We were eliminated by the Chicago Legends today, but now I'm just here enjoying games and
I hope you are.
Conversation with you.
I'm enjoying this so much. My last question for you is, please talk about what this tournament means to you.
Wow. I'll try not to get emotional.
You can. I will too. We'll do it together.
When I first came out as a gay man in the 80s, I didn't have a place. I found that bars and people I was meeting in bars were not really my sort of folks. And I joined first a gay bowling league, and a friend in that league immediately dragged me into gay softball. And this has been 34 years now of doing this in gay softball. And I have met my best friends. I've had relationships from people that I met in softball. And it means so much to me because this is my place, these are my people. I want to continue to work in this organization. I'm lucky enough to be a member of the Beantown Softball League Hall of Fame and the Naga Hall of Fame. And I still want to continue this work because I don't know who the person might be that might be able to enjoy this because I do the work. I don't need to know that. I just want to do it because I know there's someone out there that will continue to enjoy this. And as long as I can continue to work and help provide that support and this organization and give it a place so that somebody can do this, I'm happy to do that, and I want to continue to do that for as long as I can.
Will you be in Vegas at Sin City?
I certainly will.
Then I'll look forward to that too.
All right.
I just adore you. I think you are one of the greatest people in our organization. I'm so lucky to know you.
You're too kind. Thank you, Rick, so much for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Thanks for visiting with us, Rick.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Will do. Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
That was Rick Toomey, a jack of all trades if I've ever known one, and such a wonderful person. And I'm so glad he had a chance to stop by and talk with us. UFACA has made some dents into this game, and so we'll get you updated on the score here in just a few minutes. But on this bat, there is a fly ball hit out into the outfield. It's caught by the right center fielder, and that ends the inning. So Joel is back. He gave up his seat so that Rick and I could chat. So what do you have for a score? The last score that I had was 6-5. What do you have, bud?
All right, so it was 6-5 at the end of 2, and then the Cubs scored 2 in the top half to get to 8, and UFACA answered with 2. So right now I have it as 8-7 in favor of the Austin Cubs.
Chosen family is just someone that can help you become the best you.
Chosen family means love.
No judgment.
No judgment.
Having someone to support that dream of yours is amazing.
Equality means to not take apart what's different about each other. It means acceptance.
I'm living my truth.
I'm living my truth
With my chosen family.
All right, so we wanted to give you a scoring update here after the interview, and so right now it is 8-7 in favor of the Austin, Texas Cubs. The UFACA scored 2 in their bottom half of the inning. And we do want to remind you all at home that this is more fun if there is more participation. So if you're watching a friend, tag them, comment, tell them that they did something awesome. Tell them they had a great catch, tell them they hit a home run, or tell them what you would like for them to do.
Straker hits a flop up on the the left side as he tried to go opposite field, but this one hung up in the air a little bit too long, and that allowed for the shortstop to run over and make the catch, and so that is the first out here in the top of the 4th inning.
So if you know number 15 from Ufaka, give him some hearts and some thumbs up, because that was a great play to get over in there and catch that ball.
And the first pitch to Dallas Reed, and for the 3rd time, he swings at the first pitch, and for the 2nd of those 3 times, he lines a base hit into right center field, and he is a 1-out base runner. This is the top of the order as we bat Straker, Reed, and Miller. Mike Miller, the batter, he is 0 for 2. He has bounced to 3rd and fly to left center. Straker in his previous at-bats had hit 2 doubles, and Reed in his previous 2 at-bats have grounded to 2nd and singled to right, and has driven in 2 of his team's 8. Miller swings and bounces one to the shortstop. Out at 2nd, a throw to 1st is not in time.
Beautiful flip there by the shortstop. Maybe a little bit high, but certainly gave it a chance. The runner just too fast to be doubled off on that play.
Kyle Clow, the batter, he has singled, he has driven in a run, he has scored a run, and he has also flied to left center field. He is their cleanup batter, and the first pitch to him is bounced down the 3rd base line and into left field for a hit. On his horse, headed to 3rd base is Mike Miller. It's 1st and 3rd with 2 out.
So, Rich, in our prior broadcast, the last 2 games, we were watching a team that I knew from San Diego and had played with, along with Roman Jimenez, the head of Cloud Sports Network. I believe you have some connection to some of these Austin players?
I do indeed. Most of whom have played in the Austin League. Good guys. Everyone's a good guy. First pitch to Alex Makeley is a ball, and now another ball. 3 balls and a strike. Alex is singled. He is driven in a run. He has bounced to the shortstop, and he takes a strike. There's a base hit into left field. Mike Miller scores. Kyle Clow to 3rd. Makeley holds at 1st. 2 runs in the inning.
And after a quick out in the fielder's choice, the Cubs making some noise here, adding a little bit to their lead.
Chris Bogan, the batter. He is singled, he has walked, he has scored a run. And the next pitch to him, he swings and hits one in the air to right center field. That ball is caught. It just hung up in the air a little bit too long. However, 2 more runs do score for Austin. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. The score is now the Austin Cubs 10. Oh, I have 2. Hang on. We're just going to, well, I thought I have 2. Hold on.
We'll double check that for you.
Yes, okay,
Miller
it is 1.
Scored, yeah.
It is 1.
So it is 9-7 in favor of the Cubs. And we'll take a moment here to talk about another one of our sponsors. That's Vontas. The 2023 Gay Softball World Series is brought to you in part by Vontas Corporation. Whether you're managing a growing bus network or complex railroad, Vontas' intelligent dispatch technology with built-in real-time capabilities is essential to keeping your operation on track. Never miss another opportunity to attract a commuter to public transit. Ensuring diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging are woven into the fabric of the company's culture. Vontas is committed to recruiting, promoting, and developing a workforce that reflects and celebrates the diversity of the communities it serves.
Arsenio takes the ball to start the inning. So it was 1 run. Arsenio swings and bounces one beyond the shortstop's reach and on into left field for a leadoff single. Here will be a courtesy runner.
I will say part of, again, this World Series that's been amazing is some of the transportation and how green it is. Very good public transportation for getting around downtown in Minnesota, and also a trolley that the Naga host committee got together to take people around the various eating and drinking establishments.
All right, this is Arsenio, and he swings and hits one in the line to left center field. The catch is made out in left center field by Drew Myers, and the other runner back to first base. That is the pinch runner who wears number 3.
So that was a pinch runner for a courtesy runner for Rice, actually, number 76, who got that single to lead off.
So Rodriguez, the batter. Kraus in the on-deck circle. And the first pitch is a strike called. 1-2. There's a fly ball hit down the right side out of play.
Lots of people trying to hit that right side with fly balls. We've seen some success, but I think a lot of them are fooled a little bit by the wind.
Yes. There's a ball.
That was a dangerous pitch to take with a strike on you.
Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a hit. The pinch runner, number 3, is on his way to third base. It'll be first and third with 1 out. And that'll bring up the top of the order, and Kraus. A walk and a base hit. 2 runs scored. He takes a ball, 2-1, and he swings and he lines one into center field past the pitcher and into center field for a hit. The pinch runner, number 3, will come across to score. It is 9-8, and on the play, Rodriguez held second on the single by Kraus, and that'll bring up Iglesias, who has also walked. He has also singled, and he has also scored 2 runs.
Kraus has been, or still is, the commissioner of the Long Beach League, and a very pleasant guy to work with as we do tournaments and things in Southern California.
Fly ball hit out into deep right center field. The ball drops in for a hit between the right center fielder and the left center fielder. Rodriguez will come across to score. Runners had to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught because it hung up in the air for a while. Runners at second and third now on the double by Iglesias, and that'll bring up Solano.
And with 2 runs in, that ties the ball game at 9.
There's a fly ball hit out into right field that drops for a hit. 2 more runs are going to score. Solano into second with a double. Iglesias and Kraus score runs number 3 and 4 of the inning. It is now 11-9 in favor of Long Beach. It's their second lead of the game. There's a line drive, fair down the line and into the corner. Solano on his horse will score the 5th run in the inning, and it's a double for Tannerdino.
No question about that one. Once it hit the ground, we saw the chalk fly and knew that was a fair ball.
And that'll bring up Meccano.
And it looks like Ufaka has figured out something here because they are smashing the ball this inning.
First pitch to Meccano is swung on and lifted in the air into shallow right center field. The ball has dropped for a hit. Tannerdino on to third, Meccano into second with a double. It was hit shallow.
And once again, that runner had a hold. He made a good effort for it, so that run didn't score. But now second and third with still just 1 down in the inning.
Just the 1 out. Briseño made that out on a fly ball to left center. Here's Ledrosa. First pitch to him is a ball. Fly ball hit out into right center field. It's got some carry, and it's got enough carry that it's out of here. That is a 3-run homer.
Another good use of that limited home run resource to get 3 runs in. I now have 8 runs in the inning, making it 15-9 in favor of Ufaka, who are the home team.
That's what I have, 15-9. This is Marquez. First pitch. Ball. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And the next one, tomahawks one and hits one in the center field for a single. And now with Kim batting, this team has batted around.
Impressive hit there. That was a high pitch that he just tomahawked out there into center field.
Runner at first, 1 out. There's a line drive right to the shortstop. Dallas Reed had him played perfectly. That's out number 2. And we're back to the guy who led off this inning, and that's Rice. He led off the inning with a single, and eventually with a runner forehead. That was the first run of this 8-run inning. And he swings and hits one in the air to left center field, and the catch is made, and that ends the inning. However, it's an 8-run inning for Long Beach. We go to the top of the 5th. Our new score here, Long Beach Ufaka 15, Austin Cubs 9, here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And as we turn it over, we'll tell you about another one of our sponsors. This one is Columbia Consulting Group. Columbia is a technology company based out of New York City and is the official scorebook partner of the Gay Softball World Series. Thank you, Columbia Consulting Group, for sponsorship and an awesome scorebook, as we have discussed.
Naga has an official scorebook now, and it allows you to put in more information when you're scoring a game. Whereas before you could go single, double, triple, home run, walk. Now you can circle MV for medium velocity, HB for high velocity, FC for fielder's choice, CR for courtesy runner. You can circle an E for error. This makes the scoring process a little easier. Drew Myers will lead off here in the top of the 5th. His team trails by 6.
I feel like these teams want to play. Those are short little changeovers before they get out there again.
There's a hopper past the shortstop and on into left center field for a hit. Myers will motor into second base with a leadoff double. I will tell you that in following all of the Austin teams, which I would be prone to do whether I was doing this or not, the Cubs have had games that have seen them score in the 20s. Wes Anderson, the batter. A pair of singles, a pair of runs scored, and another base hit. Myers had a notion to go home, but he held at third. Ball was not hit that hard, but it found the right place.
Yep.
Wes will be pinch run for.
Got to get 6 runs. Really no reason to send him there.
No,
Fly ball can score him. Even a double play would score him. So
Alex Makeley will run for Wes Anderson. David Brannick, the batter. He has bounced to, or he has singled twice. He hits a foul ball.
And again, if you are out there and an Austin Cubs fan, get on Facebook, get on our broadcast on the Naga Facebook or YouTube page, and make some comments and tell folks that you're watching. Let them know that you like them, and let them know when they make a good play.
That pitch was a little high and deep. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a line drive into left center field. That ball is down for a hit. Left center fielder playing it cautiously so that the ball would not get beyond him, so he played it on one hop. Meanwhile, on the single by Brannick, the runner, Myers from third base, has scored. It's now 15-10. And on the play, the runner for Anderson, who is Makeley, made it to second base. First and second, nobody out, swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout.
Again, you start with a 1-1 count. So if you watch a pitch and it's a strike, and you swing through, if he foul tipped that at all, he gets another chance at a foul. But since he swung right through that one, that's a strikeout.
Eric Stryker again goes opposite field and hits one into left field for a base hit. The ball caroms off the left fielder's glove. That will allow Makeley to score and Brannick on to third.
Makeley scoring in Anderson's spot. Stryker into second with a double.
So that'll be a single and an error on the fielding out there. So it's runners at second and third. 2 runs in the inning. 1 out. And Dallas Reed, the batter, he has batted 3 times. He is 2 for 3. He has hit the first pitch all 3 times that he has batted. And he goes after this one and runs one up the middle for a hit. That'll plate 2. Brannick and Stryker will score. 2 more runs in the inning. It is now 15-13.
Like you said, not uncommon in these Austin games or in any B game to get to 20 runs. Right now, I think we're looking at an over-under of about 40.
Mike Miller, the batter. He is 0 for 3. He takes a pitch for a ball. Count is 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's illegal because it was too low, and it's a walk, and that'll bring runners to first and second as Dallas Reed moves to second base. Kyle Clow, the batter, 2 for 3. He takes a ball. Chris Bogan moves, or Alex Makeley moves into the on-deck circle. Here's the next one. Swing and a fly ball hit high down the left field line. It's foul and over the fence.
I'll tell you, Rich, it's one thing to be a fast pitcher. On that last walk, that pitcher pitched so fast his catcher wasn't even behind the plate again yet.
Give me the ball, I'm ready to throw.
Yep.
And the count is 2-2. The pitch, ball 3.
If Cloud can get these runners on first and second in, it'll be a tie game.
Here's the next one. He swings and lines one into left center field, and that ball is down. It's a hit. A run will score, the other runner to third, and now the ball gets by the second baseman, and that'll allow Cloud to get into second base. That's the shortstop out there. He was going to fake a throw to third base, and he lost the ball.
I will say this. That play, that ball was a hit no matter what. I was impressed with how the center field managed to charge that ball, try to have a chance at it, and managed to smother it and come up throwing fast anyway. When that hit the ground, I thought it might go by him and score 2.
So,
got it in.
Here's Alex Makeley. 5 runs. Is that what you have in this inning as well? 5 runs?
So they are down by 1 with only 1 out.
Alex Makeley, the batter. The score is 15-14 Long Beach. There's a runner at third base and a runner at second base. There is just 1 out. Makeley swings, and up the middle it goes, and that's in for a base hit. 2 more runs will score. Miller scores. Clow scores. 16-15, Austin.
So with that single by Makeley, again, as Rich said, the Cubs take the lead. Bogan will be having batted around in the inning for the Cubs.
He is the last batter to bat in this inning, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. They bat 10. He's the 10th batter. He goes off the pitcher, and it's a line drive caught by the pitcher. The ball on the throw to second, or the throw to first, gets by the first baseman, and Alex Makeley makes it to third base.
Great play to catch that comebacker by the pitcher, and good idea to go over there at first, but the first baseman was not quite ready for that throw.
So we are still 7 runs in the inning. The batter who started all of this, Drew Myers, will bat with another runner in scoring position. He takes the ball. That pitch is illegal. It is ball 3, strike 1. Alex Makeley at third. Here's a swing and a fly ball hit out into left field. The ball almost gets beyond the left fielder, but he does make the catch, and so the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 runs come across the plate here in the top of the 5th inning. That makes our new score, the Austin Cubs 6 and the Long Beach Ufaka 16, and the Long Beach Ufaka 15 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we have so many great sponsors again. We'll tell you about another one sponsoring the Gay Softball World Series in Naga. The National LGBT Chamber of Commerce, or NGLCC, is the largest advocacy organization dedicated to expanding economic opportunities and advancements for LGBTQ people, and the exclusive certifying body for LGBTQ-owned businesses. Since 2019, the NGLCC has been partnering with the Gay Softball World Series and is proud to once again.
Here is Briseño hitting a line drive into left center field, and the ball is caught and that is the first out.
Not a badly hit ball, but they had him played just right. If they played him a little deeper, for like as they do some other hitters, that would have been down.
Rodriguez will be the batter. There's no medium velocity hitting in this game.
For those of you who might have fallen in love with the San Diego Vengeance over our last 2 games, they are in their next game in the bracket. They are currently losing 10-6, so send them some good vibes as well.
Ground ball through the right side and on into right field for a base hit. Rodriguez, a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He's the tying run at first base. We come back to the top of the order, and here is Kraus. Kraus has walked, singled. He has been on 3 times, and he has scored 3 times. And the first pitch to him is a ball. Iglesias moves into the on-deck circle. And the next one swung on and hit in the air down the right side. It's foul.
Feel like this was going to go up the middle, Rich.
Okay. There's another fly ball hit down the right field line. That ball is... It was
looks like that was
likely caught. Okay, once again, we lose sight of the ball when it goes that far down the right side because the first base dugout is in our way. But we do know that an out has been recorded. It is the second out in the inning. Runner holds at first base, and that'll bring up Iglesias, who has walked, singled, and doubled. He has also scored 3 times. And he hits one on a drive to deep left center field, and that is fenced.
Well, only 2 on that home run. Again, limited resource, but if what you wanted was the lead, you got it.
That's right. 2-run score, and so that it now gives Ufaka the lead. It is 17-16, and will bring up Solano.
All right, so the umpire reminding Ufaka that is 3 home runs for them. So any other home runs will be an out.
And the Cubs, if I'm correct, they have not hit one yet. Solano takes a ball and then takes another ball. It's 3 balls and a strike. And he takes a ball 4.
Well, that one worked for him, but I'm going to tell you that moving towards first base before the umpire calls the ball is rarely a good idea. Umpires like to be able to make their call and not have you thinking you know what it is ahead of time.
Here's Tanardino. He swings and lines one up the middle and on into center field for a base hit. He has been on with a sacrifice fly and an RBI, and he's also doubled and scored. So it will be runners at first and third as the runner at first, the pinch. That was a pinch runner for Solano. Moved on to third base, and here is Macano.
Looks like it's Briseño down there at third having run.
All right. First and third with 2 out. First pitch is a ball. And the next one is another ball.
A little too deep.
And another walk.
Might have been pitching around there to load up the bases and have a force out at every base with 2 down.
Here's Reynosa. He has a home run in this game. In his last at-bat, he tattooed a 3-run dinger.
No grand slam here, though. They've used all their home runs.
Here's the ball. Strike called. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and up the middle, and that is a base hit. This will plate at least 1, and that's it. Briseño running for Solano scores. Tanardino held at third. Macano at second. And now Reynosa at first. And that'll bring up Marquez.
Ufaka getting a lot done here with 2 down.
First pitch is a ball. Another ball.
Walk is a run here with the bases loaded.
There's a strike called. There are 2 outs in the inning. And there's a line drive in our center field. That's another hit. Tanardino scores. Meccano scores. Reynosa comes around third. He will score. It's a double for Marquez. 3 RBIs.
And I have that as 6 in the inning, so Ufaka is now ahead 21-16.
21-16. Here's Kim.
We are hearing from our data team that Briseño and Kim on the Ufaka team are roommates and friends.
First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a strike. 2-2. Swung at a ball and it swung on and hit out into left field. And that is caught by the left fielder. Makeley, that ends the inning. But after a 7-run top of the 5th, it is a 6-run bottom of the 5th, making our new score here after 5. Long Beach Ufaka 21 and the Austin Cubs 16 on the Cloud Sports Network.
I did not hear a timer go off yet, but I feel like we probably are getting close to time in this game.
I think so. We'll find that out right now. Time has expired. Beep, 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 beep.
All right, so this is going to be the last inning.
All right, in this inning, Anderson, it's the bottom 3 in their order. They need 5 to tie and 6 to take the lead. Anderson, Brannick, and Tilley will all bat. Wes Anderson takes the first pitch for a ball. He swings and lines one into left field for a base hit.
And just for the record, you were absolutely correct. If they score 6, they win. If they score 5, they tie. But if they score 4, we get over 40, like I said.
Okay, yes. Anderson will be pinch run for. He went 4 for 4 today, or is 4 for 4. And his position, because he's been run for each time, his position, his courtesy runner has scored all 4 times. Here is Brannick. He swings and hits one in the air to right field, and that ball gets down for a hit. He'll get into second base. Makeley around third. He will come across to score. Brannick into third base, and that's a run.
So leadoff single and a triple. And deficit is now 4.
21-17. Here's Craig Tilley. And here is the first pitch to him. It's a ball, and he definitely does not want to do what he did in his previous at-bat. And that pitch is a ball, 3-1. That pitch is a called strike. It's 3-2. Swung on and grounded to the shortstop. A run will score. The out is made at first base. Out number 1, but Brannick does score. And that's the second run in the inning, and it's 21-18. Top of the order. Straker batting for the 5th time today. He has reached 3 times and has scored 3 times in the first pitch illegal. The second one is hit in the air to left field.
That could be trouble.
That ball is in for a hit.
Not only in for a hit, but takes a weird bounce off to the left field line, allowing him to get in there with a double and break up the force.
He is 4 for 5 today. Here is Dallas Reed, bounced to second, singled, and singled.
So the Cubs making some noise here, but whatever happens, the Ufaka will get their last at-bats.
First pitch to Dallas Reed is a ball. Pitch was a little low. The next one. There is a ball, 3 balls and a strike. Oh, he went after a pitch and grounds one off the second baseman's glove and into right field. Straker to third. And now, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm not, the tying run comes to the plate, and it's Mike Miller.
And I will say, great play by the second baseman to keep that ball in the infield, but it was big that there was no force at second, because if he was going to have any play after that grab and roll, it was going to be at second.
Yes. Here is the next, or rather the first pitch is illegal low for a ball. The next one, ball 3. Another wide or short one will load him up. The pitch is a ball. The bases are loaded. Straker at third, Reed at second, Miller at first, and this is the guy you want up. He's hit the ball well all 4 times. He's 3 for 4. Kyle Cloud, the batter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive off the shortstop's glove and into left center field for a hit. 1 run is in. Straker scores and Reed will hold at third.
And with the bases loaded here for Markley, unlike Ufaka, we could have a grand slam from the Cubs because they still have some home runs to hit.
That is correct. It is 21-19. And the first pitch to Makeley is a ball. And the next one is a ball. 3 balls and a strike. The next one. There is I guess that was a strike, but I never saw an arm movement. 3-2. Makeley swings, and he hits one to left center field. It is not deep enough to leave the park. A run will score on the sacrifice fly.
So Miller out there at second seemed fooled by that ball. He started to leave second
Yes.
base and did not have a chance to tag once he got back. In fact, a good throw would have been a close play there.
All right.
Went a little to the second base side of the bag.
It is 21-20, and the first pitch to Chris Bogan is I don't know if I never saw an arm movement. The next one. Swung on, and he hits a ground ball to the shortstop. The play is made at second base. Clow is forced, and the game is over. 4-run score in the top of the 7th, but they come up 1 short. The final score here in this B elimination game, the Long Beach Ufaka 21 and the Austin Cubs 20. Long Beach Ufaka will live for another game, and Austin Cubs have been eliminated.
So we are going to take an hour break here at Cloud Sports Network and the Naga YouTube stream. We will be back in an hour or so with another game, more interviews, and more discussion of Naga softball at the Gay Softball World Series.
Eastern Conference round 2, the top 2 teams in the
touchdown.
play by Chris Letang, the speed through the middle of the ice. Kessel able to hold to the outside with it now. Bennett on a cross.